Kimberly, that's all you. You do it. You got it? Did I request permission? She's got it. All right, we're recording. All right, everybody. So thanks for jumping on. Kimberly asked me to talk tonight because we are, Sienna, she's very excited talking about Harry Potter. So we were just watching a little Harry Potter. Anyway, we just came back from Dani Johnson creating a dynasty this past weekend. It was 3 days in Baltimore of intense training. It was fantastic, don't get me wrong, but when you start at 9 and you end at 10 or 11, you feel a little like your brain might explode by the time it's all done. It's amazing to be in the group with to be in a room with such great people, and it's a ton of great information, but it is also a ton of information. So you feel like you need a couple of days to decompress when you get back, and then you have to just pick a couple things and implement them. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a topic that kind of hit home for me that I thought would benefit the group. Let me first say this. If you have not been to Dani Johnson, I officially drink the Dani Kool-Aid and think that you should do your best to ever try to make it. Jason, are you coming in? Mm-hmm. Jason's just lurking from over my shoulder. Oh, good, it's Jason. Everyone welcome Jason. I think he just likes to make an appearance now. Every now and again, it's his shtick. He makes an appearance on the call. Anyway, Dani is great. Whether you're talking about your business, your marriage, you as a parent, your friendships, your finances, it's not specific to Beachbody at all. It's specific to personal growth, which is one of our vital behaviors. And I grow more than I ever even knew possible in that room in just a few days. So if you haven't been, I encourage you to go, maybe not to Creating a Dynasty, go to First Steps to Success. It's just really great information. But what I want to talk to you about is something that she talks about a lot. It's called the amateur versus professional mindset. And I thought she just had some really great information. So she talks about being a champion and what being a champion means to you. Are you a champion? And that can be in business, in your marriage, in your family, like whatever it is. What does a champion need? And to be a champion requires self-discipline. So if you want to fight war on debt, you have to be self-disciplined to do that. You can't I don't feel like cooking tonight, so we're just going to go out and go spend $60 at the Mexican restaurant for your family to eat. That's not self-discipline. That's not being a champion if war on debt is what you're after. So for us as a business, self-discipline means hitting our vital behaviors every day. If this is what you want to do, if you want to grow your business, once you've decided what you want out of your business, whether you want an extra $100 a month or an extra $1,000 a month, you know what it takes to get that, and then be disciplined in those things. If Kimberly's trying to make $100,000 a year, then that means that Kimberly needs to be inviting 5 new people. Hi, Aaron Booker. Aaron Booker in the house. Look at that. Hi, honey. Erin Booker is a champion. She is. She knows all about self-discipline. So everyone, hi, Adrian. I didn't see you. Andrea. Hello, everyone popping in. And Adrian has a little cutie down there. So self-discipline. If Kimberly Wilcox wants to make $100,000 a year, then that means she has to be inviting 5 new people every day and adding 5 new friends and following up with 5 people. That's self-discipline. We require that, we ask that of our challengers. We ask them to be disciplined with their workout and disciplined with their water, and that's another vital behavior of ours. Are you being a product of the product? Are you being self-disciplined? Are you doing what you're asking of your challengers? Because that's what it takes to be a champion. So specifically, I wanted to talk about our story tonight. I thought she said something that was really interesting. She said, we provoke 93% of all objections based on how we enter a conversation. 93% of whatever they're going to come back to you with, it costs too much, I don't have enough time, I don't like the shakes, I like to eat my food and not drink it. Like whatever those objections, 93% of those we provoked based on how we entered that conversation with them. If you don't enter the conversation with belief in what you're selling, then they can feel that. Whether you think it or not, you've already put it in their brain. And not just entering the conversation, but entering what you're putting out there in social media, in the way that you're representing yourself, whatever. If you believe in what you're asking, what you're promoting, then you're handling that objection right off the bat. So a big thing for all of us is to learn how to tell your story. What is your story? What's Megan's story? What's Ellen's story? Because they're all different and we all have something to offer. Someone who identifies with me is not necessarily going to identify with Megan, and vice versa. Ellen's got a different market than I do. So what is your story? And learn how to do that, and then learn how to promote that, because people they want to follow us. They need to be shown an example and they want to follow us. So one thing I'm going to post in the comments right here, this is something that she had us do to kind of come up with your 30-second story. Hold on, I'm posting right now. And well, I'm trying to. Yeah, so she had us write down our name. We did this exercise, not Beachbody specific, but I changed it. So what is your name? Prior to finding Beachbody, this was a little bit about me. These are the problems, and these are the solutions, the results, call to action. I'm going to go through each of these things and talk to you, but that's what she had us write down. So what is your 30-second story and how that's going to relate to being a champion? Because one of the things that she said, and I thought this was really key, so I hope if you take nothing away from this call, this is what you take away from it, and it is the idea of being an amateur versus a professional. An amateur is someone who is constantly worried about recreating the wheel on social media, finding some new way to say, oh man, I'm probably tired of seeing my sweaty selfie, or seeing me drink my shake, or hearing me talk about my amazing birds that flock with a feather, whatever the heck they're talking about. Like, they think that people are tired of hearing that. But that's an amateur's way of thinking, that they need to redesign the wheel every time. A professional does not. And she talked about politicians specifically. If you think about politicians for a second, whether you're a Trump fan or not, think about Donald Trump. Have we not heard that joker say the same thing, like he's talking to a brand new person every single time you hear him on a radio interview, on the television, whatever? This is his story, and this is what he's talking about. He wants to build a wall. I want to build a wall. I want to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall 6 ways to Sunday. That joker was building a wall, and he's going to tell everybody and their mama about building a wall. Why? Because he acts like he's talking to a brand new person every single time he talks, which is exactly what we should be doing. Because chances are, one, they weren't listening when you said it the first time. Like, maybe they weren't listening to you, or they just kept on scrolling. They weren't ready to hear it at that moment. They weren't ready to receive it. Or you're adding people to your social media like you're supposed to if they're brand new anyway. So you don't need to recreate the wheel. And if they are tired of seeing it, they'll scroll through that next time. But you know what? It means you're being consistent. You're showing them, still here, still over here building my wall, gonna keep the Mexicans out, still gonna do it. Like, just drinking my shake, gonna push play, getting my sweat on, flocking with my birds and the feathers, still doing it. I don't care who wants to know. Kimberly, are you laughing at me? Don't laugh at me. That's what we should be doing. You should be talking like you are talking to a brand new person every single time you do it. Because then people are like, they don't post on, so, I said that last Tuesday. I don't know what to say today. No. Transformation Tuesday, every Tuesday. Blaine lost 50 pounds. Every Tuesday, Blaine would be like, she lost 50 more pounds? who is that joker? Why does she keep losing? It's the same 50 pounds, people. Just keep doing it. That's the difference, is staying consistent and acting like you're talking to someone brand new. You're going to feel like you're a broken record. I don't care. That's the recipe. Stay on point. Don't change the point. The point didn't change. You still lost that 60 pounds, didn't you? So still talk about it, or lost that 15 or whatever. She said that amateurs get bored with what they're trying to sell. So they change the message, or they lose their gusto when they're promoting it. Don't do that. Are you still just excited about it as you were 2 years ago? When I think back to that moment when I rolled over and those two fat rolls touched each other and I was in tears and I called Kimberly, just take a second and get yourself back to that, and don't lose your gusto. Keep talking about the way that it made you feel, because we can easily get distracted from that, whether your story is Bree and you've been in it 3 months, or whether your story is Kimberly and you've been in it 3 years. You can get distracted from how it felt in the beginning. And that's not what people want. People don't want to hear about the coach that's been doing it for 3 years. They want to hear about how you felt in the beginning, that same story. Talk like you're always talking to a new person. The same message works for old people and new people. How many of y'all know Donald Trump wants to build a wall? Everybody knows he wants to build a wall. Why? Because that's what that joker's doing, building a wall. So just build a wall. You want to build a tribe, right? That's what you want to do. You want to help people. 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 Me and Donald Trump are building walls and helping people. So keep doing it. Stick to your pitch, your message points. Another important part was you need to have an arsenal of stories, because stories are what motivate people. Think about it. When you read a book, when you watch a movie, when you watch TV, how many of you are inspired by someone you watch on TV? Oh, look at her. I can do that. And you think, I'm going to go I'm going to be a hooker, and then I'm going to meet the man that's going to climb up on the staircase and bring me roses. Legit. If Jason does that one day, it's totally going to happen. But I want those boots too. Me and those boots are doing it. But anywho, you identify because it's a story. She's drawn me in. I'm going into Nordstrom being big mistake. Big, huge mistake. Me and my pretty self are doing. It's a story. So you need an arsenal of stories, because that's what people connect with. That's what they're drawn to. And we have them. Look at all your beautiful faces on here. Erin Booker lost 300 mother humping pounds. that's 3 humans. 3 decent size. That's 3 Jasons. Come on. That's a story. Are you kidding me? Megan has had a baby. Y'all know Megan. She had a baby. And now she's back. And she's doing it and raising 2 little kids. Tell about it. Are you kidding me? Drea, that homegirl can kill a workout like no MFer around. You want to see somebody sweat, that girl can sweat. We are all special. Blaine is a little bit crazy, but a whole lot less fat than she was 2 years ago. So whatever your story is, keep them in our arsenal and share. I obviously a Trump supporter, obviously me building a wall. I can't look at your comments. Keep them in your arsenal and tell about it, because maybe your story, maybe Megan and her baby doesn't identify with the person that she's talking to, but 300 mother effing pounds might. So share that. Keep those arsenals, because that's what will motivate people, is telling them, hey, I know Erin Booker, this amazing lady on my team who overcame this amazing, this girl couldn't fit through a doorway walking straight. And now homegirl is rocking the bunched up seats at the conference center and not rubbing butts with me all weekend. That's huge. And that identifies with people. So keep those stories in your arsenal and share them, because that's what will connect them. It engages people and it draws them in. It lets them know that this family has all sorts of shapes and sizes and things that we've overcome. Kimberly's numbers are amazing, of how she was I mean, Kimberly was going to be on antidepressants and her cholesterol was out of control and she dropped that. What people have something that they need to identify with. So keep those stories and share them. The other thing, people are identified by the end, not by the walk so much. So think about where you're going and how you got there. Your story, when you're telling your 30-minute story, 30-second story, you need to build me toos in their mind. They need to say, me too, with identifying words. Whatever the story is that you're trying to sell, they need to identify with that. How did where you were make you feel? I felt stuck. I felt like this is Blaine. I felt like I could never not be in the plus sizes. Like I felt sick, like disgusted with myself. Like whatever you felt, you want them to hear the me toos in their brains, because that is what's going to connect them and build a trust with you, because they need to trust you if you're going to be able to help them. So what are those words? What are those things? Think back and think deep to yourself that you really felt, and establish those me toos and connection with their brains. Yeah, a champion is willing to be diligent and keep going, even when you suck. Like, you're gonna suck. You're supposed to suck, kind of. If you're not sucking, then you're not learning. Like, let's just be real. I suck every day, and I am the rubiest of all rubies. So sucking really does not feel very good to me. It kind of makes me want to hurl every day, but I suck. And that's okay, because Dani Johnson says if I'm not sucking, I'm not learning. So I'm learning lots and lots over here. I'm just sucking it up, but that's okay. And then the next thing you need to do is you need a call to action. We're going to review these steps in a minute. I'm just reviewing my notes first. That you need a call to action. Whenever your story should always end with a call to action. All right, Joker, I feel for you. You weighed 500 pounds. Me too. You didn't fit through a doorway. Me too. All right, cool. Nice chatting with you. No, we're going to build a wall. Message me here to build a wall. Like, what is your call to action? Your next step is, and there needs to be a sense of urgency when you are talking to them with your call. Your call to action needs to have a sense of urgency to it, to help people make a decision. I mean, some people just struggle with making a decision. I'm one of those. These sapphire jokers are like, what? Oh, all right, I'm down, let's go. The rest of the natural world needs a little bit of time to make a decision. So they're coming up with why they're not ready. What is their, I'm going to wait until next Tuesday because this weekend is my great-grandma's 114th birthday and she likes coconut cake, so I'm not ready. No, we're ready. Like, now's the time. This is your call to action. I'm going to help you make a decision, because we all know the longer they wait, they put it off. Like I did. I was fat for like 87 years before I decided to do something about it. Like, I don't even know what I was waiting on. Like, more fat to grow, I guess. I don't know. Tell them where to go and when. We're going to review our 30-second story. Don't worry. And answer objections with stories. Every story you tell brings them closer to you. We talked about stories a lot, but don't defend what you did. Just answer with a story. If it's an objection that they give you, don't defend it. Like, oh, Shakeology is too expensive. No, it's not. Do you drink Starbucks every day? Then you should be. If you can buy Starbucks, you can drink Shakeology. Do you think they started listening to you? They're not listening to you when you tell them not to drink their Starbucks. I don't want to hear that. There's a much nicer way to go about handling their objection. Be like, yeah, I know, girl. I had that same feeling in the beginning too. I was like, ooh, can I really spend this on myself? But I decided that I had to invest in myself. And there were things that I really didn't need to buy myself every day that I cut back on and saved it to give this a try. And you know what? After 60 days, I was hooked because I lost 24 pounds and felt friggin' fantastic. See, I just told her I didn't drink my Starbucks anymore without telling her, don't buy your $5 Starbucks. Like, find a way to answer the objection without defending the objection. Tell a story about yourself, a story about your friend Erin Booker who used to be hooked on Starbucks and she decided to give it up to drink Shakeology. I don't care if Erin didn't actually hook on Starbucks. You can say Erin's name. She don't mind. Everybody and their mama says Erin Booker's name. She's like a celebrity or something. All right. And if you're in person, actions direct feelings. So if you're talking to someone in person and you're telling their story, or they're telling you their objections, you're talking through it with them, smile and nod, smile and nod. Yes, just keep it smiling, keep the conversation positive. Smile and nod and really listen to them and then figure out how you're going to answer them. All right, so we're going to talk about our 30-second story for a second. And then I have a couple of messages from Jason. He says amateur versus professional messages coming your way. All right. So what my challenge to you is take some time and come up with your personal 30-second story, because this should be what you write every time or what you say every time you're out in public, when you're at the grocery store, when you're talking to people in line, because that's what you should be doing. You should always be talking to people wherever you go. How can you help them? And I don't mean just Beachbody. Like, how can you help them? Are they struggling? They need some confidence in their life? Do they need some positivity? Like, can you help them in our free group? What can you do to add value and enrich their lives? Because I gotta tell you, every time I step out my door, that's what I'm trying to do each day, is enrich someone's life. Maybe that's with Beachbody, maybe that's with my smile and holding the door open, because we have an amazing thing to offer people in this family. We really, really do. From a free challenge to Shakeology to a workout to something life-changing, this family has everything they need. Summer Tucker talks about her marriage and how they went through the ringer and came back from it. There are people, Erin can talk to you about weight and how she went through the ringer and came back from it. We've all had our struggles and we can help them. So go out and be engaging and talk to people. And what is your 30-second story? Because it does not have to be about weight, because I guarantee each one of you has been changed by Beachbody in some way that has nothing to do with a scale or a measurement. And so incorporate that into your story. So come up with that 30-second story. It's the copy and paste to every message. It's what you're saying when you're out there, and keep it the same. I guarantee that I copy and paste, and it's not ingenuine. It's not ingenuine because it is my story. So don't be mistaken by the fact that I'm saying I'm copy and pasting as ingenuine, because it's not. It's my story and I believe in it. So I've taken the time to create it, and then I send it out. Every time we start those conversations and we start forming, how did you get here? Because I'll add a new friend on Facebook. Hey girl, thanks for the ad. Great to connect with you on Facebook. How have you been? She's been good. Couple questions, and she's like, what's new? Or wow, what's going on with you? Insert Blaine's 30-second story. Prior to finding Beachbody, I felt miserable. And I say the truth, I was tired of being fat. That's Blaine's truth. I didn't think about my health. I didn't think about the impact I was having on my family. I did not want to be fat anymore. And I plugged into Beachbody, and it changed my world. I used to feel like I couldn't climb a flight of stairs without feeling out of breath. I felt like I would never be pretty enough, or I would never be healthy enough, or whatever yours were. And when I found Beachbody, my whole world changed. I found a community of people that I did not know was possible, that truly build me up to become the best. Please, do you see? Jason has brought me a note of things to share with you guys. Jason has brought a Post-it. Jason is Team Blaine, in case anyone didn't know, because Summer would say, if you give them what they want, they will give you. But when the air conditioning isn't on, that is not the most pleasant experience. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. Oh, Jason, he busted my train of commerce, my train of thought, whatever it was. And the solution was Beachbody. The solution was my coach. And I found a community that I didn't know was possible. A new belief in myself was restored that people genuinely just want to see me succeed in whatever the definition of success is for me. And they build me up every single day. When I want to eat 12 cheeseburgers, when I don't want to feel good about myself, when I don't want to push play, when I'm struggling with my daughter, whatever it is, they make me feel good about myself. And I'd love to do that for you. I have a challenge group. Our next group is beginning on whatever day, and I'd love to bring you into our family, and I know that it can help you in whatever it is you've got going on. Bam. Just say your story. Come up with your story. All right, I'm taking a pause. I'll look at your comments for a second, and then we'll get to Jason's notes. Obviously, a Trump supporter, yes. A little bit crazy. Aaron might have rubbed my butt a little bit. We were sitting very close. Jason is funny. Jason says, facts tell, stories sell. Got it? Kimberly gives a thumbs up. Don't just spew facts at them. Shakeology is a superfood packed protein supplement that you can drink, you can have for breakfast any day of your life. What? Nobody cares. Stop talking. Like, what did Shakeology do for you? Girl, I used to not eat till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I drove through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru and shoved them waffle fries in my mouth as fast as I could. Now I get some food in my mouth. I get a shake in my face in under 2 minutes, and I have no excuse. Like, nobody wants to hear always superfood packed supplement, green food, whatever, like, stop it. They don't care. Like, they don't want to hear it. What's a superfood? They're like, what's a superfood? I don't even know. Like, what are you talking about? Is that side that you get at Chick-fil-A? Like, is that what you're talking about? Does it have kale in it? Like, what? Did that replace the carrot raisin salad? Like, they don't know what you're talking about, so stop. Like, don't spew a bunch of facts at them. Tell them a story about whatever it is. Yes, if you follow this program, it's 8 weeks, and on day 1 you do resistance, and then on day 2, what? Stop. No. You work out. I do this fast workout, 22 minutes in my living room. Not too bad. Couple funny moves. Get my sweat on, raise my heart rate. Done. Bam, bam. Don't, like, talk about you. How would I do it? Megan, I'm tossing snacks at the high chair so the baby will let me get in my 22 minutes. Like, bam, I'm done. Like, I don't have to pack off the snacks and drive them to the gym. Like, everybody's got something. Except for Drea. Drea, don't talk about workouts because she scares me with her workouts. Like, Drea's like the Mac daddy of all workouts. I can't even. Like, I'm not going in a gang fight with her. Well, if she's on my side, I am. All right, so that's, we talked about call to action, facts tell, stories sell. We got Jason sticky on that. The next thing Jason would like to talk about, or quickly, he says, professional versus amateur to the minds of Jason, which, let's all point out for a second, is an extreme emerald. But there are people out there like that. He would like a friendly neighborhood reminder that a professional would pay the $1.99 for the app to get pic collage water print off the bottom of your pictures. It drives them crazy. Also, professional would spell check their posts so they don't sound real crazy. Jason will legit text me during the day and say, you jacked that sentence up. Now, here's where I'm coming from. Spell check, like, don't go crazy. Like, you make a typo, it's not that big of a deal, it's just you. But just make sure that that you're getting your point across and you're not completely botching sentences. Like, do a little proofread first. But again, I have to say what he wants me to say because, well, right. Jay must hate my page a little bit. Yeah, I think he actually blocked Kimberly's page. He's like, no, I can't take that anymore. So let me establish. All right, so okay, last thing we're going to talk about is the art of promotion, which is pretty much what we just talked about, but there are steps. Are you laughing at me? Dre be like, I got the whole program. I know, right? I'm like, she did the whole thing. Like, I just did them straight through. I didn't sleep that day. I just did them all. Core, cardio, resistance. I added some hammer and chisel up in there. It's, oh my gosh, but then there's the other girl. Gilbert Grape, what's her name? Like, oh my God, she's like squatting with 8,000 pounds, doing like 400 squats per day. Like, I can't. Gilbert, what's Gilbert, right? Beautiful, Hottie, Gilbert Grape, yeah, right. Hottie McHotterton squatting with like Kim, yeah, okay. I cannot. I'm like, you are amazing. Like, you are amazing. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but I think she's squatting like Aaron Booker's weight that she lost, and she weighs like 20 pounds, and she's squatting that much weight. I don't know, Gilbert Grape. Kim Grape, Kim Gilbert. I can't. I'll introduce you. She's squatting you. All the weight that you lost, she's squatting you. Okay, stop. You're distracting me with all your comments. Kim Gilbert. Gilbert Grape. Oh, that works out because Gilbert Grape's the size of the person Aaron lost. It's winning. See, we just came full circle just like that. I gave you all a new story to tell. Art of promotion, number 1. Disarm your prospect. I can do that all day long. I can disarm them. Engage in just an open communication. That's how you disarm them. Don't come at them like, hey girl, you want to lose some weight? I got this new product. I'm going to drink this shake every day, and we're going to get our 22-minute on, and that's how we're going to lose some weight. Nobody wants to talk to you about losing weight. Like, stop it. No one wants to be like, oh, here comes Coach K again. Here comes Coach K. Nobody wants to feel like that, and you don't want to feel like the slimy beach body girl, because that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to sell challenge packs. We're here to help people and change their lives. So step 1 is to disarm them. Talk to them. They're human just like you. What's going on? What's new in your world? How have you been? Because we do genuinely care about them. Step 2 is to establish a need. Present the problem to them. So this was your problem. This is all part of your 30-second story. I'm kind of rolling 2 things into one, but this was my problem. This is what I used to have. I said I was fat. I felt fat. My 2 fat rolls, I woke up one morning, I rolled over, 2 fat rolls touched each other that never touched before. I'm pretty confident they grew overnight. If that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I texted my girlfriend, Kimberly, the boom boom butt shaking coach, and was like, okay, it's time. Like, I don't know what you do, but I don't want to shake my butt because that guy's creepy. Number 3 is establish a sense of urgency. For me, it was urgent. And this is about storytelling. Like, I needed to make a change now. Help them to feel that too, because chances are they need to make a change. They need to make change in something. I guarantee you. They need to change something in their lives now. We all do. Whether it is their finance, whether it is their marriage, whether it is their parenting, whether it is their friendships. I need to make like 18 changes now, like yesterday. But I'm working on it. But everybody needs to change something. So establish that sense of urgency. Tell stories, cast a vision about what it's like now. What is your life like now that you did that change, that you found this tribe? Did they help you believe in yourself again? Did they help you like what you see in the mirror? Did they help you find friendships that you never thought were possible? What is your life like now than it was before you found this community? Because that is what sells. Like, and you're not selling. That's what drives. And then assume the close. I think this is the biggest thing, one of the big things is assume the close. Assume they're in your challenge group. Talk to them like they are in your challenge group. Like, this is the recipe. This is what works. And come with me. Like, we're doing this. We're starting on Tuesday. Can't wait for you to do it with me, girl. You're going to feel like me. Can't wait for you to be a part of this family. And that's it. All right, Gilbert Grape, any questions? Because I could keep talking forever, but I'll keep it simple. So my encouragement to you, or my push to you, is create your 30-second story. Really think about some evoking words, some image evoking words. How did you feel? Some things that will establish those me toos. What were the solution and where you are now? And tell it again and again and again. Keep the Mexicans out. Keep the Mexicans out. And don't change it. Don't get creative. It doesn't need a fancy filter or cool pic collage. Just keep telling it. And even when you think you're bored of it, you're not. Just do it. Just shut up and follow directions. That's what Dani did. No questions. Well, I like questions. But I do want to say that Blaine rocks my socks. I can't wear socks right now. It's real hot in here. I tell you it's so hot. Ooh, it's so hot. All right. Jason wants to. I can't. The thought of it. I mean, I like to have the sex, but it's real hot. All right. Questions? Anybody got anything? Drop closet baby oil, baby, all the way. Can't wait for Matthew to get home on Friday. Shower curtains and baby oil. I don't even know. I can't take it. So here's a quick inside joke for you guys. There's a Dani Johnson group. Remember last week how we began with the C-ring conversation? Well, we just like to keep things interesting here and Team Ignite. And so on the C-ring topic of conversation last week, when Jason let them know what would be a good C-ring to use, or I don't even know, I can't even. But in that whole thread, there were like 50 comments. This one girl, super sweet, Christian to the nines, like you go to her when you need to find the Bible verse that says plain rocks, like she's gonna find it, I don't even know. And she's like, well, we don't really use those, but there's nothing wrong with a dollar store shower curtain baby oil. We're all like, what do you think that means? Like, and so there's like, excuse me, what's that? Excuse me, more of this, sorry about this, but about that. No, she's like, so what do you think that means? Girlfriend goes to the Dollar Tree and purchases a $1 shower curtain and a $1 bottle of baby oil, and it goes down, and then there's some action, and then there's a shower, and then there's some more action, and we're like, all right then. So look, and Kimberly is now showing you our gift for being such kind hostesses this weekend. Jason purchased for Matthew his very own shower curtain and baby oil. So Matthew returns from his business trip on Friday. I'm very excited for him, and yet not at all, because did I mention that my air conditioning is not on yet? So the thought of those three components together is not a good day in my house. So that's what you're all getting from Blaine. Ellen, that is going to be your Promote to Emerald gift, baby oil and a shower curtain. Aaron, that will be your diamond gift. You're welcome, Lou. Tanya, you let Noel know. Baby oil and shower curtains. Ours is on. We are good. And Kimberly's all set over there. All set. All right. Well, I just promoted you, didn't I? You guys want to go get a shower curtain and baby oil now, didn't you? I told you a story about it. Got you invoked in it. Got you all excited. Except I probably could have left out that it's real hot and things will get sticky in my house. Okay, we already started arguing over the preferred. Perfect. Well, you need the temperature on a certain degree for baby oil. Just saying. All right. Anybody have any legit questions? Because that's the story. Thanks for the great info. I hope it was helpful. Just tell your story again and again and again. That's the point. Tell other people's stories. If you don't know, there's tons of stories in Team Ignite where people share their transformations. In Team Courage, there's we have a tribe that Summer Tucker legitimately has 13,000 coaches in her downline. I'm not looking at those comments because I can see you guys are laughing. I'm not looking. There are 13,000 people in her downline. That's 13,000 stories to identify. So find those. All right. What did she say? Plus our body, there could be, that's what I said. Seems dangerous, right? Actually, let me be honest. The first thing I said was, that seems messy. And ain't nobody got time for mess over here. Like, I can't. No. Like, who's cleaning that? Me. Like, who cleans the wet spots? Me. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, I cannot. I'm not doing that. No. We just want to keep it simple. Keep it simple. We're not recreating the wheel. We are professionals, not amateurs. There's no need to recreate the wheel. It fits and it works. All right. It's not TMI. I didn't tell you how it looked or what size it was. Jeez. All right. You guys, no legitimate questions. I hope this would. See, Tanya, welcome to team calls. Where else would you want to be on a Wednesday night? I mean, really, it's like Comedy Central over here. I gave you great information to build your business and your sex life. You're welcome. All right, I've talked over my 30 minutes now, so I hope I gave you good information and made you laugh a little and you remember it. Jason says, facts tell, stories sell. Holla! Peace out, everybody. Good night.